Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Gina, and in today's video we are doing some plant styling, something I haven't done in a really long time. And I think it's because I have been really satisfied with how my plants are looking, like my shelf setups, although I did recently do a little plant styling without you guys, which I will show you what I did in this video. It's something, it's very little, nothing, not a big deal, but it kind of goes along with the theme of this video. So I'll show you that. But yeah, I've just been really content with how my plants have been looking, like how they've been looking on shelves and just their placement through the house. So I haven't had any styling to do, but yay, I'm so excited that I do have a little project to do, a little plant styling project to do with you guys, and I can't wait to share it with you. And yeah, so there's a little backstory on this, so bear with me. We will be doing some plant styling, but let me just let you know why we're even doing this today. So, okay, so if you've been here a while, you know me and how much I love like animals, like specifically like woodland animals. So I'm a big fan of birds. I collect like bird figurines. I collect like bunnies, like woodland animals, birds, bunnies, deer, fox, stuff like that. So I do like to decorate around my plants with that sort of thing. I think in another life I lived alone in a forest and the woodland animals were my friends. That's what I think. I don't know. But that sort of thing, I love being surrounded by animals, nature. Speaking of which, where are my cats? They're actually sleeping, but maybe they'll show up in a little bit, but they're not exactly woodland animals, but I love my cats. I love cats too. So, but anyway, so I love decorating around my plants with woodland creatures and also like fairies. Like you guys know I did my fairy garden terrarium with mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I love mushroom themed things, and you're gonna see that in this video. I'm gonna show you that. Oh, speaking of mushrooms, look at this. I just picked this up at the thrift store yesterday. Isn't it so cute? It has like texture to it and I love it, and I did a Google image on it, and I guess originally it came from World Market, no longer available, but World Market has a ton. If you are into mushroom themed things, World Market has a ton of mushroom stuff, which is really cool. But yeah, I got it for like $3.99 yesterday. Actually, Derek found it for me. He was like, we were about to leave, and he was like, I think I saw something you might like sitting on a couch. So he took me over to it, and yeah, it came home with me. So anyway, so I like to decorate around my plants with woodland animal creature things like that. Okay, so I go thrifting, and I do look for stuff like that, figurines, and I have found lots of cute little, and vintage. If it's vintage, even better. Like, yeah, I love vintage stuff. But I have picked up, little bunny figurines at the thrift. I picked up rabbits and fox and deer and stuff like that. But lately it feels like it's harder and harder to find stuff at the thrifts. I think more and more people are collecting things like that for resale, which, I do it too, so I can't complain about that. So what I've done is I've taken to looking on places like Etsy and on eBay. And prices aren't, for the stuff I collect, even though it's vintage stuff, it's not like horribly overpriced. You can still get some good prices. So, okay, going on here. So I came across some adorable figurines. So what I do is I usually type in vintage Japan figurines, and I just go through and I look for stuff that catches my eye. And well, something, oh, Nora's here. Nora popped up. I had a feeling she would hear me talking and she would make an appearance, but I don't know, maybe she'll jump up, but she's going that way. So anyway, so I found these really super cute. There's 3 of them. I'll show you them one at a time. So they're like little, almost, they're kind of mystical little deer creatures. I mean, I don't think there's any actual deer out in nature that looks exactly like this, but they're just so, oops, they're just so, here's the other one. This kind of thing is like right up my alley. This is vintage. And then the third one, this one here. Just so kind of feminine looking and just perfect for decorating and putting around my plants. So I was trying to think of, okay, so where am I gonna put these guys? And so I was racking my brain, what am I gonna do? And I came up with a solution, and this is gonna be part of the decorating for this. So let me show you, okay, well, let me just show you where they're gonna go, what my plan is. All right, so I apologize for bad lighting, but you know, you deal with that when you have windows, and it kind of blows things out. But anyway, so right in this section right here. So I used to have a basket of pearls and jade pothos hanging from this hook right here. It's a really cute feather hook. I had it hanging here, but when I did my purge last fall, that was something that went away. It was something I ended up selling the basket and the plant together. So this has been open over here. So I was thinking, now the hook is still here. It's probably difficult for you to see. The hook is still there. So I was thinking, what can I do? What can I do with that hook? And being able to get my little cute little deer figurines displayed somehow with that. So now I am a fiber artist. Well, I used to be a fiber artist, and I did a lot of macrame work, and I sold my macrame on Etsy. For example, you can see a couple of my works here. So here I have this wall hanging here I made, and then here is one of my plant hangers here with my lipstick plant. So I'm pretty skilled with macrame. It's really not difficult at all. I was self-taught just by watching YouTube videos, and it's a lot of fun and I love it. So I remembered that when I was selling, because I would research things I could sell on Etsy with macrame, what I could do. And I remember seeing that some people were selling macrame attached to shelves. And it hangs, you don't have to like attach the shelf to the wall, it just hangs from a hook on the wall. So I remembered that and I thought, okay, well that would be perfect. That might be perfect for this area right here to show off my new figurines. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna show you now, I could have made this myself. I totally could have made this myself, but the thing that would have slowed me down is the shelves. So like the wooden shelves, yeah, I'm not a woodworker, and Derek doesn't have time to do something like that for me, so I ended up just finding them on Amazon. But let me show you what they look like. We're gonna come back down here, and I'm gonna show you what these shelves look like. So now I did pull them out and look at them, but I haven't like played with them at all. So I've been holding off on doing this so that we could do this together. So there's 2 of them. I only needed 1, but all of them, they only come in pairs for some reason. You can't buy just single ones. So this is what it looks like. And let me get in a little closer to show you oh, it's backwards. Huh. what the design looks like. And I used to do like designs like this all the time. And I forget what this is called. It's like, I forget what this is called, but I used to, this used to be one of my favorite knots. So like here on my big wall hanging here are these knots. And these knots are also on, oh, you can't see it anymore, but they're also on that plant hanger I showed you. I have these knots here. Maybe I can get in, give a little, just a little close up, a little B-roll so you can see what those look like. So anyway, this design was like perfect for me, perfect. Because this is what I would make. Just my issue would have been getting the wood, putting the holes in the wood to be able to hold this. And they're so inexpensive on Amazon. It was like, I'm just gonna buy it. So let's, for the first time here, let's come back here and let's stick it on the wall together and see how it looks. See how this works. I'm really curious to see. So this hole here would not fit around the, yeah, I didn't think it would. So it doesn't fit around the feather hanger. So we're gonna have to use the they provide an extra little string probably for that reason. They probably figure, yeah, it's easier for people to hang stuff. So there's how it, I know it's hard to see, it kind of blends in with the wallpaper. Let me get you in a little closer here so you can see how this is looking. Pretty cute. So the test will be to see just how sturdy this is. So, okay. Now let me show you my plan with this. Let me move you back. I'm gonna put you back a little further here. And yeah, let me get what I'm planning to put on this. So you saw the figurines. Planning to put the figurines on there. I'm wondering about that height. So I have these plants here. This is my philodendron tortum right here. ZZ plant, raven, and then my aglaonema here. I kind of wish this was up a little higher. Maybe I can adjust this. Maybe I can make this a little, I mean, I can't make it too much shorter, but I can maybe, you know, technically I could get my own. I still have some rope. I could do this, remove this rope here and attach a new rope to it. But let me just try this first. So I'm just gonna shorten this a little bit. So it's just gonna move it up just a teeny bit higher up. Hopefully it still fits on my hook. Yes, it does. Good. Okay, yeah, I like that better. Even though it didn't move up that much higher, it did move up a little bit higher, and I like that. Okay, all right, so I want to put those figurines on there that I showed you, but I also want to put a plant on there. This is plant styling. So I found a really cute pot, mushrooms, of course. This is on Amazon also, and I will link what I can for you guys on in the description so you can see. If you like this stuff, you can get it for yourself. But anyway, so I was going to put a plant. So I think the plant is going to have to sit in the center. It's going to have to sit in the center, and yeah, so now we have to pick what plant is going to go in this planter. So yeah, I think that looks okay. And I'll probably have to separate my little figurines on either side of the plant. But okay, then let's pick the plant that's going to go in the planter. So yeah, we have a big selection over here, so hang on one second. Okay. I told you we had a big selection of plants to choose from. It's like, It's like it's like a nursery here. It is a nursery. Well, I have my plant shop. I have a nursery in my house. So you're probably wondering, what are my plants? What are all these plants doing up here on this table? So these have been brought up from the grow tent because I needed the space in the grow tent. My anthuriums, I have a lot of anthuriums in there which are growing, and you know how big anthuriums get. Well, they're taking over the grow tent. So I needed to move some things out in order to have space for the anthurium. So all of this stuff here, all of this, except for these two here, at this moment, everything here is for sale. And they will be showing up in my plant shop, which, yay, good news. Next week is supposed to be warm again. It's supposed to be in the 60s here in Colorado where I am. And I checked across the country, and everybody is supposed to be warming up. So by the time you are watching this video, my plant shop update would have come out, and you know that I was able to update my plant shop this week. After 2 weeks of no updates, we finally have a plant shop update. Fantastic news. So yeah, you are gonna see some of these plants in that plant shop update for sure. So what do we have here? So right here, I have 2 big trays of Mandula pothos. Right here, I have a heartleaf philodendron, and this is the variegated version here. So now all of these are options. See that beautiful variegation? All of these are possibilities for the pots over there that we're plant styling. So we have a philodendron micans. That is a possibility. And let's see, here we have the neon pothos, which I'm kind of leaning towards, actually. Spoiler, I'm kind of leaning towards that one, but I have to see. I haven't placed it on the wall to see how it looks. I also have the Snow Queen. I only have one Snow Queen, so if I don't use this, you'll probably see it in the plant shop update. And then I also have some of these Monstera adansonii mint variegated, which I could use, possibility. And then finally, and this is less likely, I'll tell you now, I'm not going to use this, but I'll just show it to you because it's right here. Syngonium pandas. I have some Syngonium pandas, which will be in the shop update. But we'll try it. We'll try it on the shelf and see how it looks. But knowing the growth pattern of these, it wouldn't be ideal. For me, I'm looking more for something that would trail down and look nice. The adansonii is another one that's going to want to climb, so that's probably not going to work. But let's take some of these over there and see how they look on the shelf. Okay, so most of these are similar growth patterns. So this is a Mandula here. This is a heartleaf philodendron. So let's just see. Now, luckily, they fit right into the pot. Let's get a little bit closer so you can really get a look at what that looks like. So that is the variegated heartleaf philodendron, and then here is a Mandula pothos. So this one is not quite, this is a much more stiff feeling plant, even when it grows and it's big. This is a small plant, it's just in a 4-inch pot, but even when they get larger, they're always kind of feel stiff, as opposed to something like this, which is more floppy and soft. So this might be a good option because, I'm gonna be, let me get my figurines and put them up there, because the more we can see the figurines, the better, right? So, and our third one, do we have room for our third one? Let's see. Kind of only have room for, yeah, he can, so just one will have to be all by itself over here. But that looks kind of cute, right? That's what I was looking for. That's the look I was going for. All right, so let's try that with, and it holds, the shelf holds nice and steady. That's great. That's great news because I wasn't sure exactly. See, that looks cute. Maybe a little more fullness is better. All right, let me grab another plant over here. So of those two, of the Mandula and the philodendron, I do like the look of the philodendron better. So let me grab two more here. And we have neon pothos and snow queen. Let me set that there for now. And I notice she's got one little yellow leaf here. One giant, you know, that's an original leaf, I think. Kind of died off on me. Okay. So let's try this one first. We'll do the snow queen first. So I do like this one of the two that we just tried. Let's see how the snow queen looks. I like the color. We'll have to look from far too. Okay, so that's the snow queen. Now let's try the neon pothos. Both of these are pothos, by the way, in case you didn't know. All right, that kind of hides my little guy there. Push it more centered like that. That looks nice. Now I'm thinking this is going to trail, and it's going to trail into my tortum. So I could like kind of pin it up here. Make it sit up here, kind of go up a little bit, which when I had my basket before, I did that, and I like the way that looked. See, that looks kind of nice, right? I like that. This has some long aerial roots I need to chop off. It's from being in the grow tent. It's so humid in the grow tent that a lot of plants will start growing really long aerial roots. And yeah, that's just common. I can pinch them off, actually. I mean, they're going to die off anyway. They're already starting to dry up after being up in ambient conditions here. They've been up here for like 3 weeks now, I think. It's been about 3 weeks, maybe. Yeah. Do I even want to try any others? I just kind of like that a lot. I had a feeling this would be my choice. This would be the one I went with. Just because I love the neon pothos so much. Okay, let's look at it from farther away. All right, so I am really happy with how this one looks. I think it's really cute. I love the combination. I do want to try, okay, let's move a little bit further back here. I do want to try the micans too, though. The nice thing about the neon is it's a really nice bright neon splash of color. Kind of matches a little bit with the aglaonema here. The aglaonema has a little bit of kind of neon-y green color to it. Yeah, I think. But like I said, I do want to try the micans in there just to see, because I do enjoy a dark leaf. So let's grab it. Let's just grab it here. Let's just try it, just for funsies. We're gonna try it. See how it looks. Who knows? Who knows? So I was gonna take this, I am gonna, whatever we choose, we're going to repot into, I'm gonna remove it from the, I think I'm gonna remove it from the plastic pot. like these plastic pots and actually pot it right into the ceramic planter. Okay, so I do enjoy the dark leaf, and this would be a good one to have it grow up with the, yeah, no, I like the neon green. I do enjoy the neon green better. Hopefully you guys agree with me. The neon pothos is a better choice. This is beautiful though. I mean, you can't go wrong with a micans. Micans are such beautiful plants, so beautiful with their dark foliage. And I know this one would do really well here. It would really do well here. So I don't know, I have an extra shelf that I could possibly find another place for. I don't know, I'm like, I don't have a whole lot of wall space left in this house, but I don't know, maybe we can do something with the micans in another location with the extra shelf. So, all right, so let's pot up the neon pothos into this really cute mushroom pot. All right, so I think it's a really good choice. I hope you guys think so too. Let me know, you can let me know in the comments what you would have chosen, like what you would have put there. So, you know, I didn't even try the Syngonium Panda, and I didn't try the Monstera Adansonii because I just knew that I wanted more of a trailing plant as opposed to a climbing plant, and both of those other two, they're both climbing plants, and that's not what I'm going for. I forgot my mushroom pot. Let me grab it real quick here. So this pot does have a drainage hole in it, which is good. I'm probably going to, for now, I'm going to leave the little plug in, and then when I water it, I'll just take it to the sink or over a bucket, and I'll drain it into a bucket when I water the plant. That's usually what I do. So this guy is very, very, very rooted, so it will probably very, very much appreciate a new pot, although, yeah, this will be bigger. It will be a bigger pot for it. See if we can easily get this out of there. It is very happy in this clear pot for sure. So of course now this is in my typical potting mix, so I am not going to take away any of the soil. The soil is not that old. Yeah, I don't need to remove the older soil because it's still really nice soil. And I did bring my, I did bring my great white stuff. The beneficial bacteria and trichoderma, which is when you're transplanting plants, it's nice to add this. It just helps with root growth, and yeah, it's just beneficial for the plant. So I forgot my little spoon. Usually I have a little spoon and I'll sprinkle it right onto the roots here, and then I stick it into the pot, but unfortunately, I forgot my little spoon. Didn't think I was gonna need it because I forgot about doing this. So what am I gonna do? Maybe I can pour a little into here. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'll just kind of, sorry, it's hard for you to see, and I am not a lefty, so I can't do it with my left hand. So I'm just gonna go like this. I'm just gonna sprinkle it onto those roots, the outside of the roots, and into the pot. And that should be good. And then we're just gonna fill in new soil around those roots. And it looks like I have enough soil to do that. I was just repotting. What was I repotting? Oh, I was repotting some Hoyas. And I used a ton of soil yesterday. I was just freshening up some of the soil on some of my props for sale, because when they are in these clear pots like this, they do get like they have a lot of light exposure to those roots, and you do get algae growth, and it just doesn't look nice. So every now and then I will take my props and I will just refresh the soil just so it looks nicer. When I send them out to you guys, you don't have to look at that ugly algae on those pots. So this was, I'm not gonna water this, I don't think, because, yeah, actually I am gonna water it in. Should have paid attention to what side was, that'll be nice, that'll be a nice side. Facing the front, like when I put it on the shelf. So this is gonna grow up, and that will be the front. All right, so let me go water this in, and then we'll put it back on the shelf. All watered and ready to go into its spot. It's a new spot. So I think eventually I'm gonna go to like Lowe's, or probably Lowe's, and look for just like a clear, in fact, I might even have one, just like one of those clear trays, just in case of leaks. It shouldn't leak, but just in case. And I'll stick it underneath that pot. Let's wind this around here. And that's done. It's so cute. I'm so happy with how it turned out. So I love my little woodland creatures around that pot. And I could even get a little mushroom, like for example, although maybe one of my little smaller ones, but I could even do like a little crystal mushroom. Nah, that's too much, too much. We'll just keep it our little plant, and our little vintage little mystical deer figurines. So there is how it looks. What do you guys think? Pretty happy with it. I kind of wish this laid more flat against the wall, but beggars can't be choosers. It is doing what I wanted it to do. It holds nicely, it's sturdy, and yeah, I enjoy it. I like it. I love it. Love my mushroom pot. Love my little vintage little deer figurines. And I have been finding some really cute mushroom pots lately on Amazon. I'll show you what I've been finding in addition to this one here. So, but before we do that, I told you guys that, let me move slowly here. So I did do some other plant styling recently. I just kind of changed up this unit here, this ladder shelf unit. And you can see there's some little woodland creatures. I am loving how this is growing. I think that's elephant bush succulent. I forget. And my little name tag is gone now, but pretty sure that's a variegated elephant bush. I just love how its growth pattern right now. Love that. It's just so artsy, like so artistic looking. And so, yeah, I just kind of rearranged some stuff on the shelves. This little brass mouse with the rose quartz crystal and my Dischidia rustifolia variegated. Really cute. And then I brought this, I've had this guy, that's me. See, that's me in another life. Love that. That was me in another life. Living in the woods, amongst the animals. But yeah, and then that. So I just kind of changed up this shelf a little bit. It's pretty cute. I like it. All right, there it is. I really like it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm glad I was able to find a place for my little woodland figurines. And yeah, so if I get more, I'm gonna have to find more spots. But I do have an extra shelf. I do have an extra shelf I can work with. So we shall see. Maybe there will be another one of these videos before too long. So, all right, so let me show you some of the cute mushroom pots I've been finding in addition to that one there. Just on Amazon. So I feel like I got all the mushroom pots that were available that I really liked on there. I hadn't looked for several months, and then I just recently looked again, and there's new stuff available. So if you do enjoy mushroom planters, definitely check out Amazon. Cute stuff. So now you just recently saw this one, which, by the way, I have to give you the results of our contest, which your favorite. We will do that at the end of this video, right before we leave. But so I did find this really cute mushroom planter. Love this one. You saw that one before. And then this one is so cute. So initially, this was actually this one right here. This is what I wanted to put on that shelf. But it ended up being way smaller than I thought it would be, and there's no way. I mean, I could have squeezed in, maybe I could have squeezed in that neon pothos into this, but I don't know. I wanted something bigger, so I ended up not using this one. So this is going to be a fun one to find a spot for. I don't know, maybe these two together. No. I think the weight would be too heavy for those shelves, but I don't know, it'll be fun. Maybe I can put a little succulent in this one. It does have a drainage hole also. They all have. The ones on Amazon, for the most part, a lot of them, they have these like little plugs, and you can remove them for watering to let the pot drain, and they're pretty awesome. Such a pretty pink color on this one. Love the little spots, the little indentations of the spots pattern on the mushroom. It's just super cute. So yeah, so there's that one. These are the only three I've picked up. I'm sure there's another one in my cart that I haven't pulled the plug on that one yet, or is that the right way to say that? Haven't pulled the trigger. Not pulled the plug, pulled the trigger. Haven't pulled the trigger yet on that one, but maybe soon. So, okay, let's do the results of our contest, our What's Your Favorite contest. So if you remember, it was between the Aglaonema, the giant Aglaonema, which definitely so much needs a trim. I can make 3 plants out of this. Aubrey, in the last video, Aubrey asked me like how I would go about propagating this thing. So if I would do soil or if I would do water. I haven't researched it at all. I've never done anything like this with an Aglaonema, so I would have to research it. But as I told her, my first inclination would be to put it into water, because I would have to root it in ambient conditions. And I think in my dry climate, I think rooting it in water would be the best choice. And then I was trying to decide, well, I don't need 3 plants of this. So maybe I would repot it into one giant planter once this and this is rooted. Put them all back together into one giant planter. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. We'll see. For now, I'm going to procrastinate and not do anything. All right, so it was between these 2 plants. And I haven't counted up the votes yet. The number will be on the screen. You will see who is the winner. Pretty sure it was the Aglaonema. And I think it's because overwhelmingly people were saying that it's just an easier plant to take care of than a Fittonia. So, gosh, my choice would probably also be Aglaonema, even though I love this so much. It's so pretty, so beautiful, and so heavy. I gotta put it down. Ugh, these are both really, really heavy. Both are going back. I would probably choose the Aglaonema also because it is easy care and it is beautiful. So thank you to those of you who put in a vote, telling me which one was your favorite. Thank you. I enjoy playing that little game with you guys. A nice fun interaction that we can do together. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. Just a little plant styling, nothing huge, but definitely fun, definitely cute, in my opinion. This is the stuff I love. So yeah, thanks guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to check out my website, thepinktrellis.com, in case you might be interested in any of those plants I showed you that we considered for this plant style project. They are available in my shop. So if you liked any of those, check it out. So thanks everyone. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.